All right, you guys, we're going fishing at Turnt Spring. It's about 50 outside, so there ain't no other option. Thought about going home because I don't feel good because I'm sick, but that wasn't an option. So I went to Walmart, got me some CLs. Man, I sure don't feel good, I tell you that much. Dadgummit, where's my other rod holder from? I ain't fished like for catfish in a while because it done got too cold on me. We had that daggum freeze. So they just stocked this daggum thing with trout, man. And I tell you what, man, trout fishing in Texas ain't it. Too many people coming. There's too much pressure on them. But when I did try and found me a spot, I ended up using little mealworms, right? Called catfish. That's all I needed to know. I done dreamed about gar fishing last night. I dreamed that I caught a little one like that, and it bit my finger, and it was strong AF, okay? So what happened was, it was some little river thing, and then there was these huge ones, and I'm like, I caught that little one, and it was so strong, and I was like, how am I gonna even reel the big ones in if I can't even control this little one? But I know that how it is in real life, so I wasn't scared when I woke up. But anyway, I'll meet you down at the water. I really like the way this braided line casts out, y'all. If you ain't tried it, might as well go ahead and get her done. See how you like it, because I'm liking it pretty good. When you flip your bail, you got all that line spooled up, right? It's got that line muscle memory, right? It'll come off in all these little squigglies. But with that braided line, you ain't gotta worry about none of that junk. All right, so real quick, I want to tell you about something that I recently got, and it's one of them mystery tackle boxes from Walmart, them little green bags. Here's what we got in there. It came with 2 baits, name brand. These are just some green pumpkin Cinco dingers, and then we got this little white crankbait, which I don't have a color white, so that's pretty neat. So yeah, we got this. It's got one here, another in here, and this one got compartments in there, and another one here. And then on the front we got another zip, and then on the center we got this nice open one with some more compartments. It's like water resistant or whatever. It does pretty good. I like it. Alrighty. I've decided we're going to the other bank just to see if there's frogs. So that'd be pretty cool. Hope I catch a big one for all this waiting I've been doing. There's a baby bass. Oh, you guys. Check it out. Look. Here we go. We got our decoy dinger worm. And we got these big old earthworms coming to get it. Wow. Okay, so this dinger is probably a 7-inch dinger. Check this out. Look how big these earthworms are. Let me just put it right here. Look here. Look at that sucker. And this one up here, it's even bigger. Look at that. Wow. That is a good Nightcrawler, y'all. I'm keeping these. Wow. There's another one. I didn't expect this. Oh, they're just slinging around. Gotta put them in the net. Don't go in the water. You don't live there. Y'all, that's pretty neat. Look how big them things are. Let's see if we can find any other ones. They must have been attracted to the dinger worm. big this sucker is. That thing is massive. Wow. It's pretty good. If you ever want to go nightcrawler hunting, this is how you do it. You go after it rains, and you go at night, and they'll just be crawling out like they are right now. I see another one. Right here, we got some type of hole there. I ain't going in there. Here's another one. Let's see how big he is compared to the net. These are ridiculous. This is how you do it. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a whole worm spaghetti coming up. Here's another one. Oh yeah, these earthworms are at least a foot long a piece. These are some big ones. I don't sell you these at Walmart, I'll tell you that. Back in North Carolina, you'd have to get them real quick because they'd be coming out of the ground in these little holes and you'd have to like go real fast on them. But these are just crawling right on the ground, so they're easy. Oh, there's another. You guys, just, it's crazy how big these are. You can just pick them up. You see, here's what I'm talking about. That one's going into a hole right here. See, just like that. You gotta grab it and just pull it out. If you're not fast enough about it, or if it's barely sticking out, it's gonna be hard. It's been years since I've hunted for earthworms like this. If we knew we were going to the lake, we'd wait, come out at night, pick up rocks and stuff and get them. Or wait till it rained, and then we'd go out at night before we went to the lake the next day and just pick them up right out of the ground. There's one. This one ain't as big. And you want to be real quiet when you do it too, because they will go back into the ground if they're in a hole. So you gotta kind of sneak up on them. Find some like muddy areas where it's like, see this right here, it's not too much grass or nothing, so you can just see them real easy. Like that one right there. Let me see how this one's like, kind of in a hole right here. What you do, just, he tried to go into another, you see that? And you just gotta hold them and wait for them to like release and then pull them. See? And then once you have enough of them, you can just pull them on out. Look at all them. That's crazy. These are just crawling on the ground. Look how big that sucker is. This is plenty. There's a little one. I'm just gonna leave that. We better get back over there and see if we got any fish on. I didn't even have to go get any chicken liver. I could have just came up here and just wadded these things on a hook. Shoot far. Here's one. Here's a good one. That's weird. Sometimes around here, I notice that these things will just try to swim on into the water. If you touch them, I don't know what's wrong with them. It made me think they're some kind of Sicilians or something, because of how big they are. But nah, they're just massive earthworms. I'm gonna name the biggest one Wrigglesworth. I got a load right here. This is way more than what you get in them little Walmart cups. I got some rod tension. Ooh, I do have a bite. I wonder how long that thing was on. Can't tell how big he is. This rod feels a lot different than the ones I typically use. So they're easier to reel in on this. Oh, it's just a little one. Hey, buddy. Ah, cool, he just got the corner of the mouth. Just a baby bullhead. Alright, buddy. Let go of my hook. You're just holding it in your mouth. He's literally just holding the hook in his mouth. It wasn't even really in. He just didn't want to let go of the chicken liver. These are pretty. I like these. Alright, buddy. You're going to be alright. Get you back in. He pulled kind of hard. Being such a little buddy. Alright. Let's check out these earthworms. Oh, they're getting away through the holes in the net. Let's see how many we got. There was one I let go because he is kind of small. So there's one that we let go. And here's two. Let's see if he'll come stretched out. Look how big that is, dude. Like, look how long that is. That's crazy. And they're plump too, dude. Like, they're really plump. They know how to get out of the bucket, it looks like. Get out of the net, dude. They're going through the holes in the net. Alright. Yeah. Dude, you're cutting off your circulation again. I lost count. There's a small one. Got part of one that came off. I don't know what happened there. This is what probably happened. He's like a little loaf. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's the one that got cut off. And there's his tail. 15 worms. Plus the one over there, so that's 16. Found 16 earthworms. Just take a look at how many there is in my hands. Look at that. That's crazy. Alright, we gotta find some dirt for them. But they're going in the bucket for now. I know what to do. But yeah. That's how you go hunting for earthworms. We ain't got no hits on this sucker. Shut up. Nothing at all. They're probably real well fed right now, honestly, though, because they done stocked this thing with trout, and it's not like big old trout either. It's like little trout. Maybe some big ones, but they probably have some good eating already, you know. That's alright. I'm gonna collect some dirt for these earthworms and stick them in the refrigerator. It's only a matter of time till we go gar fishing and catfishing at the same time. Well, thank you for watching. Bye.